everybody, I'm Essence, and today I wanted to talk to you about what to do when life throws you a curveball, or maybe you feel like life is just really sucking. I wanted to give you a few tips that might help you. First, I want to share with you a story when these tips actually helped me. A while back, I needed a part-time job. I had some things that I had to take care of, so I decided that I would look for a job, and I manifested one pretty quickly, and I was super excited about it. And one of the things that I liked the most was that they were willing to work around the schedule of my first job. And so at first they told me 4 days, and then when I went there they said 5 days, but I said, okay, that's fine. I'll just work my other job when I'm not working here. And then I was there for about a week, and then the owner texted me on my day off and asked if I could come in. And I said, unfortunately, I can't because I have to work my other job. And he said, a few minutes later, he texted me back and he said, well, consider yesterday your last day. I was just really dazed and confused. Like, did I just get fired on my day off? I really just got fired on my day off. And I sat there, and then all of a sudden, of course, the panic started to kick in. I really felt like I was about to have a panic attack. You know, all of the things that I needed to take care of started coming to mind, and I just felt overwhelmed. And then I just remembered these quotes, and I'll share it with you. One is by Byron Katie, and she says, if you want reality to be different, then you might as well try to teach a cat to bark. And then the other one is, I realized it's insane to oppose it. When I argue with reality, I lose but 100% of the time. How do I know the wind should blow? It's blowing. And that's the place I was at. It is what it is. I had just lost my part-time job. So am I going to be a victim, or am I going to live in my power? And I chose to live in my power. And so one of the ways for me that really helps me is when I journal, and I'm very blessed that intuitively these questions come, and I know how to interact with that part of myself to shift my perspective. And so the first question I asked was, how did I play a part in this? You know, how did my actions play a part in it? And then another question was, how or why did I attract this into my life, this result? How or why did I attract this result into my life? And for me at the time, what I came up with was, I felt like a sellout when I agreed to 5 days when I really only wanted to work a part-time job 3 to 4 days. So I left there with this feeling in my stomach, just feeling like I didn't honor myself. So I said, maybe I attracted that result because that at the end of the day was not what I wanted. And then a third thing that I did was I chose to believe that that outcome was for my highest and best good. You know, I really believe that God doesn't make mistakes. So that was supposed to happen for some reason. And so now, a few months later, I'm really able to see that because of that situation, losing the job, I was able to start back going to my Wednesday spiritual group, and I was able to continue to grow. Whereas if I had stayed at that job, I would have worked every Wednesday because that was the busiest day there. So by me continuously going to this group, I continue to evolve, and I was even asked to start my own affiliate group in my county, and each week I'm able to meet wonderful people and make some really great connections with like-minded souls, and I would not have had that opportunity. Also, from being a part of this group, I have an opportunity to give a presentation this weekend and just share my message with more people. And again, that wouldn't have happened because, one, I wouldn't have been going to the group had I stayed at that job, and then also I would have been working on Sundays. So I just choose to see that what happened was for my highest and best good, and things are just continuously developing and unfolding for me, and I feel like I would have been stuck and felt like I was constantly working and not evolving. And so I know that sometimes when things are going on in life, you get really overwhelmed and your mind just feels so chaotic and you just can't find a moment of peace. But I do know that a lot of times it's because we're arguing with reality. It's because we're saying this shouldn't be happening. He shouldn't have did that to me. You know, why would he fire me on my day off? And we agreed. You know, that's playing a victim. That's suffering. That's arguing with reality. It happened. Now what? So another way that you can move through whatever's going on in your life is to make a list. On one side, say the truth about what's happening is, and just be brutally honest about what's going on, whether it's being behind on bills or a relationship falling apart, whatever it might be. Just be brutally honest about what's going on. And then on the other half of the paper, you can put, it is what it is, now what? And for each thing you listed, list now what? That's happening. Now what am I going to do? I'm, let's say, behind on these bills. Now what am I going to do? Okay, well, I at least could reach out and maybe try to set up some payment plans. You know, it's about living in your power instead of continuously playing the victim and asking all the wrong questions. Change your questions. What can I do now? And just start making little tiny steps in the direction of progress, and you will feel so much more peace mentally. A lot of times we're not at peace because we're just letting situations just build and build instead of taking action towards rectifying them. So I really hope this helped. And one last tip, which I pretty much share at the end of all my videos because it really is very beneficial, is start a gratitude practice. That can really help calm the mental chatter going on in your mind, because it shifts your focus from what's going wrong in life to what's going right. And I have a gratitude ebook on my website. I'll put the link below, or you can simply just start a gratitude practice of listing 5 to 10 things that you're grateful for. I really appreciate you stopping by my channel. Love and gratitude.